everybody. You know what time it is. It is Sipping with Sue time. I am Szu-Moy, and if you're joining us for the first time, we are live on Facebook and on YouTube, chatting with real people doing real things extraordinarily. TGIF, we've had a bit of technical difficulties getting on. So yes, it's just been a little bit of it's been a Friday. Thank God it's Friday. So I don't even have my wine with me right now. So it's Sipping with Sue time without wine. So I hope the rest of you guys out there are sipping and having a good time. If you're new to our Sipping with Sue time, don't forget that you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just go ahead and go over to Szu-Moy and you can hit the bell to get all of the latest content as soon as it is uploaded. I have the pleasure, thankfully, right now, after all these technical difficulties, of seeing and hearing. Oh, she's got the wine. See, cheers.
Just in case.
Oh, so she's got two. I love it. I love it. So I have the pleasure of welcoming Lisa Astorga-Watel. She is chef and co-owner of our wonderful, fantastic San Antonio Bistr09. And you've got Bite in the back there too, huh? I love it. How are you doing?
Very good. Thank you so much for having me.
And, awesome.
This is just wonderful. I love to chat and drink wine. This is
yes. Especially on a Friday, right? It's time to let our hair down and just relax. Okay. We've already got some folks on. We've got Belkis Lane says hello. And we've got my hubby who is actually boarding the plane right now, and he says hello as well. So hello, and welcome to all of our folks out there. So with Lisa, let's go ahead and, we've been talking all month with Women Who Rock, and it is Women's History Month. And so let's get started with just chatting just a little bit about you. If you want to tell our folks just a bit about your background, where you came from, where you are, and, just to get folks acquainted with you.
Well, I grew up in Chile. I was born in Houston, but grew up in Chile. So family, adventures, but I always been driven by this crazy life to cook. And with my grandmother, mom, it's always entertainment, it's always parties since I grew up. I didn't know I was going to make this as a career, but boy, I enjoyed every single bit of it. I love the passion that I have inside of me. It just cannot take that away from me. So, and I pursued my happiness.
Yes, it's not often that folks can go out there and say, this is my job, and I still love doing it, right?
Not a job.
Oh, there you go.
If you love something so much, it's not a job anymore. It's a hobby. Now, people can, and lifestyle will always have struggles with so many things, but do what you love what you do, right?
There you go.
Indifferent, it would not be me.
Yeah. And how long have you been cooking? How long have you been doing what you're doing?
Since I have not with my grandmother in the kitchen, and to do this as a career, I don't know. I always wanted to do something, but I didn't know what. So I signed up for, psychology maybe at the beginning. Mm-hmm. That's not me. Then I did fashion design, which I'd love to do that still. I pursued that. I went to the culinary school and I pushed the number 4 button, and that took me to the kitchen. And I said, I'm here. I sign up. I register myself. Done. So, willpower.
There you go.
And I love it. And if I can do it again, I'll do it again.
So that is such a huge, diverse portfolio: cooking, fashion, psychology. You're also a mom, you're a business owner. You're doing so many different things. So brava, and congratulations for that, because again, strong women, that's an inspiration to so many young girls that are out there that maybe are looking out and saying, hey, I don't know if I can do this. I can barely do one thing, much less all the things that you're juggling right now. So Can you explain just a little bit about what it took to get to where you are today as an accomplished chef and owning multiple businesses and being a mom?
Balls.
Big ones.
That people ask me, I'm like, it's just how are you gonna have, like the cojones to get there to do it? It's just the willpower
Mm-hmm.
that calls balls. In this business, it used to be by men and be about women in the kitchen was not an option. But when you have that and you see that you can do it and you can
Mm-hmm.
do better, you motivate yourself by achieving one by one things that you can do every day, but make it better.
Mm-hmm.
A better picture of what was yesterday. And if yesterday was shitty, next day will be, better. Always,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I don't know. I think I'm just somebody from another planet that sometimes when I been with the worst struggles, I don't know where I get that, but it's because of me working as since I'm little. My first job was a Jack in the Box, by the way.
Oh, okay. So fast food. Fast food.
Yeah. Well,
And
I wanted a telephone. I wanted a phone. Well,
mhm.
so I said, well, if you want that, then you need to work. And I
Mhm.
was only what, like 14.
Mhm.
So, and I worked my hours to get my phone. So I always been conditioned if I wanted something, I need to work for it. So it doesn't matter what kind of work you do. At least, she knew that I like to be in the food, which is not flipping burgers or anything.
Mhm.
But it was a short term, but it gave me the idea of being there at 4:30 in the morning
Oh, wow. Okay.
at 14. So I know what that looks like. So
Yeah.
strong will, and when you teach your kids earlier that way, you get something good back.
There you go. And perseverance. That's drive and perseverance. Absolutely. So as it is, again, it's Women's History Month, and we're talking about, so you had that drive. I mean, you started in Jack in the Box. You're like, nothing's gonna stop me, right? Nothing's gonna stop me. I'm just gonna keep going and going. And you're one of those folks and personalities that it's like, hey, if there's something in my way, I'm gonna go ahead and crush it, right? So that's a different type of personality, definitely. But how difficult was it when you entered into the culinary aspect of things and being a female chef, where we see more men in this role? And you did mention that a little bit earlier,
Mhm.
which I think is also so freaking weird because we're always in the daggone kitchen. So that drives me bananas. So, I mean, how difficult was it entering into this field?
Um, I I have. I mean, I'm the youngest of four brothers, so I know how to defend myself,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't not like a challenge that way. Obviously, they always push you to do something that is less complicated or less this, less that. So you kind of have to like maneuver your way in, show your skills, and show how much you want, and you'll get it. It doesn't matter if they put you, um, you know, doing the easy stuff because that's what it happens. They need you as a help.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, back in the days, that was it. But you show yourself your skills, so what you want, and then from doing one thing that you have to do,
Mm-hmm.
then you start. Hey, let me do this. Let me do that. So you conquer your own fears, and also you conquer the other person trust that you
Mm-hmm.
can do it.
Yeah, so building that trust within the kitchen, even though again we've been there long before they have been or they've wanted to be. That's okay.
And if not, you just push it. Right?
Push them out of the way. Like I've been doing this forever.
I know how to do it.
Exactly. What women have inspired you in your travels and throughout your career? Because I know you're also very well traveled, and I'm sure that mixes in with some of the things that you've kind of spun up for dishes and whatnot. So, what women have inspired you?
Um, of course, my grandmother. She was always like the one entertaining and
Mm-hmm.
and to push forward with everything. But I think if you ask me about a chef, um, I love Ina. What's it called? Ina Instant, the barefoot contessa.
Okay.
I love that she was so humble. She
Mhm.
is, but the idea of entertaining, that's the way I grew up, and that's why I have the idea of pursuing what she was doing in a way that you invite your friends and you do this amazing cooking and
Mhm.
you talk about it, and I don't know, I just love the entertainment part of culinary of my life is.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
Beautiful. So, shifting gears to the pandemic that we've been in forever, longer than anyone has ever wanted this pandemic to actually be in. I mean, we said 2021, we're done. 2022, we're done. We're still here. How's the pandemic been for you guys? Was it business as usual with you guys, or did you have a drop in folks going to the restaurant and heading out to eat and those kinds of things?
it it speaking with me and my husband, we realized that you never know.
Mhm.
Nobody knew what this was happening so quick and so hard. So it just gives us a different point of view of life and appreciate what we can do better
Mhm.
to accomplish other things. Even it was just not a food, people not walking in the restaurant. It was very depressing. But we still went and cooked and just takeouts and takeouts. So
Mhm.
at times, of course, it was depressing because you don't know if that was going to be the end of it, or or if we're going to have to push it like harder in our end, or what are we going to do with
Mhm.
even my son, school. It was just a struggle for just not us but everybody. So it's just to be be content with you have. We have worse in Ukraine right now, so
Right. Yeah, right.
so it's just hard. um it can be so um awful. We have this thing, and I'm sorry, um and what is going on right now with kids and family. I was lucky to have the mask on. I was lucky to have the the whole thing. I would trade that for anything, just to see what's going on the other side of the world. And I hope that doesn't continue and continue affecting us as the world.
Mhm.
So if you think about it, the pandemic thing, it wasn't not to me. It was hard, but not as hard.
Is what they're going through. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So we're,
And
prayers are out there for all of them. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Prayers are out there for
yeah,
all of our, folks that are out there in the Ukraine and we hope that there is an end to this very soon. Very soon. Absolutely. Yeah, it's really, really horrible. Um,
but at the same time, like I said, it gave us um, a good learn of what we can do better with ourselves,
mhm.
with business, with being more creative, and how to still surviving a something that we all went through, not just us,
Mhm.
restaurant, you name it,
Yeah.
people, families,
Yeah, absolutely. With the pandemic, did you guys find that you were crafting up different and new things as you were going through? Because we did have a lot of, closed corners and quarantine that we were having to deal with. And what were some of the things that you guys dreamt up that you probably wouldn't have if you were, doing your busy, day to day lives?
I mean, lifestyle or cooking wise.
Cooking wise.
Wise. We did stuff that they're like more like comfort food.
Okay.
So things that I love to do and he loved to do, and people were buying it more than the Frenchie. So it was like we did family style stuff that we were not, we were not used to.
Mhm.
But it was fun and people loved it. It was, family style, like takeout. So in a way, it was easier for us, but at the same time, we took away the fancy, all the stuff that we normally do. It was easier for us, but it was more comfortable for us to continue doing. And but we got a beautiful um, um, respond of people of like said, we love that. We do. I'm like, what? It's you, but we love doing it. So it just brought us some happiness with doing some comfort food that we're not normally, especially in this business.
Right.
We come here at my house, we have, you know, soups, packet soup, because we don't want to work.
Are you telling me when you get home you're cracking open some ramen noodles?
Oh yes. When they're tired, and
Mhm.
there's nothing wrong when you're hungry, and that's the last thing you want to do is dirty a pot or not. So those ramen noodles, they're wonderful at night when you come at midnight and you just like, please leave me alone. And when you go on TV, and they're the most delicious things that you can have.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh, you don't have to, tell me because I know ramen noodles are some of my favorite things on earth.
I,
I'm always snapping pictures of here's my new creation.
I wonderful. You can just add more veggies if you want to
Hmm.
your
Hmm.
diet, but I think there's a wonderful thing.
Yes, they're so versatile.
Yes.
Um, and delicious and delicious. Maybe not so much healthy, but definitely delicious.
Matter at midnight when you're tired, you don't care about healthy, you don't care about anything. You just want to eat. And
Absolutely.
a little bit of wine, it doesn't hurt
Yes.
that.
Of course, or a lot of bit of wine. That works too. So you have the bite behind you, and I know that unfortunately bite had just closed. Do we expect a new venture for you guys, or what's next for you?
I closed by exactly a month before the pandemic started.
Hmm.
So I was very very sad, but there were some issues with the new landlords and stuff. But I had to have like a mental health because
Hmm.
shutting down my thunder,
Hmm.
my love of opening a restaurant, which I thought that I was never going to do, since I've been working as a private chef for many years. So um, I enjoyed the fact that it didn't affect me that much, but it affected me after.
Okay.
At the beginning, um, so now I'm creating a new brand and new adventures that next time when we talk, I'll tell you right
Oh
now.
yes.
But it's on the works. But I'm coming back. What
Okay. Oh, okay. So we're gonna have a part two then.
part two for
Oh
sure?
yes, I'm excited. That's amazing. Okay, so how can folks get in touch with you? You're still doing private catering and stuff, right? So if you're still doing that, how do folks get in touch with you? When can they see you? As far as in the Bistro 9 or what have you.
Yeah, Bistr09 for sure.
Hmm.
And like I said, we do private catering here and there because of staff. We're lacking of staff, and we have to be more of the restaurant right now. But it will, I mean, just Bistr09 and just see if the chefs are available.
There you go. Awesome. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll tag Bistro 9. We'll make sure that that's in after we're done with here. We'll make sure it's in the feed so that people can get in touch with you. Get your information, and we'll add that there.
Cooking classes. So I'll be
Ooh.
in families and girls cooking classes.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. So we'll put all of that information in the feed as soon as we're finished. And is there anything else you'd like to add?
Um, is there anybody that they're in the culinary world? Because there's so much talent that we see and they don't pursue.
Mhm.
Um, all these girls and boys that they love cooking or baking, I think they should just give it a try and um, be happy with whatever they like to do. And restaurant wise, I would tell them be careful. It is a different thing, catering and working as a private chef. Like I said earlier, it was different. It was a one and done.
Mhm.
But when you have a restaurant, it's like it's more intense.
Mhm.
Not that impossible, but I think just whoever's in the culinary balls, look at me. No, culinary world, culinary ball.
She's like, this is one tough cookie right here. She's like, you need it. Get it
Yeah,
strong. Pow, pow.
to own a restaurant, yes. Anyway, that's all I can say.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Well, I love it. I love it. Thank you for coming on. I know we had a bit of technical difficulties, so folks, I'm so sorry, but at the same time, we actually, we're on and we were able to come on and talk with you guys. And definitely, we'll put all the information down at the bottom from the feed. But thank you so much. And again, like with all my guests that I have come on, I like to do a just for fun speed round. So, are you ready?
I am ready.
Awesome. So, what's your favorite dish to make?
My favorite dish to make. Um, Pasta.
Pasta. Oh, yes.
The one thing that I just hate to look at it because I want to eat it. And soups. I think I'm just more on that part of like the comfort part. But when it comes to the restaurant, I like to do things from my childhood.
Mm-hmm.
Empanadas, but I do like the fancy empanada with
Okay.
a touch of in a kickoff something sauces, chimichurri, and all the pairing stuff. And more than anything, I like to entertain. So when I cook it and I'm with people, this is my niche. This is what I find joy, and I know that what I've been doing it pays off because I enjoy it so much.
Fantastic.
My ex boss, Tommy Lee Jones, he didn't keep me for 10 years for nothing, right?
That's right.
He
That's
used to go
right.
to the restaurant and we opened for lunch with him. And I love that.
Fantastic. Awesome. So those are your favorite dishes to make, which are soups and pastas and the sauces and stuff. So what are your favorite dishes to eat outside of ramen? Outside of ramen.
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, let's see. Um, I'm very strong in Spanish dishes.
Hmm.
Paella is
Oh,
one.
yes.
I love it. It's so easy, but it's so technical to get it right. So that's one of my challenges. That it's just you can have a absolute wonderful, or you can have a mess.
Yes,
Because
I agree.
once one is done, you're done.
But it's so good. It's so good.
I'm more like Italian food, yes, but
Mhm,
Spanish, I'm more into it since I would travel a lot.
mhm,
That was kind of like my strong
mhm.
of
Awesome.
doing.
Fantastic.
So next time I'll invite you and I'll make a play and we'll see.
Oh yes, and I'm well versed on paella. So I lived in Italy for 4.5 years, and on Aviano, on the base, they had a Spanish Mensa where they had the Spanish Air Force over there. And so every Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken, the different forces from Spain that were there, and they're from all over different areas of Spain,
Mhm.
they would cook paella, and it would be $4.50 for a big old thing of paella for your meat, for your dessert and a drink, and I think a salad, a mixed salad. And it was funny because every region had their own spin on
Mhm.
the paella, and so it was
That
always very good. But some places were better than others. Yes.
so like I said, it's always there's the paella la valenciana, they
Hmm.
the
Yep.
food, they have all kinds of different ones. So it's the rice that don't mess it up, but it's also the flavor, and also
Yes.
have to be there just to make sure that you have the right thing, oh, in the right flavor. So that's
Yes, for sure, for sure.
the challenge.
Yes, challenge for sure. So we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see. So, and with your new adventure, maybe it'll be a part of the new adventure. We have paella tasting there. I don't know.
For sure, yeah, just different wines, different. I'm trying different rice, and I mean, I wish I could tell you, but I can't.
Okay, no, it's okay. We're gonna have part two, you guys. So you guys have to stay
That
tuned for that.
all chef and heels.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, okay. I know your friend Belkis, I hope I'm saying your name right, has been chatting away and telling us some of um, your things in there. So we got it covered. We're good. So we'll have that on the again on the feed, and we'll make sure that it's in there. So, are you a carbivore or a carnivore?
No, I'm carnivore.
You're a carnivore, so you're a meat person and not a carbivore, which is carb baby. I'm a carb baby, so I will definitely say I'm a carbivore.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a chef, so I love meat. So I don't like over eat that because it's not that good for your body.
Mhm.
But um, I'm not saying no. The only thing, I'm not a gamey person,
Mhm.
but I'm a carnivore for sure.
Okay, nice, nice. And we've got my good buddy Brandy over here too. She's saying paella is so delicious, and I agree with her. And she's also messed around with her cooking too, so we'll have to get her down here. She's from Houston, so we'll have to get her down here when you're when you're doing your thing. Yes, for sure.
Yeah,
Okay, so if you could sit down with one female, living or deceased, who would it be?
Julia Child and my grandma.
Oh,
They look the same,
oh,
talk the same.
really?
You
You'll have to put a picture on, yes, you'll have to put a picture on there.
you have the chicken and you put it the same thing. It's exactly the same. So maybe that's what I was so driven by both of them. But
Oh, I love it. Oh. So amazing.
so if what is your favorite dish to cook?
So my favorite dish, I will have to actually say, is similar to yours. It's pasta because I lived in Italy for 4.5 years, and knowing that when people are here in the US, for whatever reason, they make things so much more complicated. I
Mhm.
lived in Italy and everything was so simple, and it's simple to do pasta. You have everything in your cupboard to make pasta every time. And so, and I have my small little garden out here. And so I'm able to just grab my fresh veggies and then just make pasta. And I love a simple pasta. So yeah, to make and to cook and to eat. So both.
Okay,
Yeah.
we are on the same page.
Yeah. And my husband is a carnivore, so he could, he's just like, where's the meat when I'm making pasta with veggies or whatever? And he's like, where's the meat? Where's the meat? And I'm like, I don't really do a whole lot of meat because I don't love meat as much. Um, but my son growing up, he knew he would eat pasta every single day. And to this day, he's still like, Mom, how do you make red sauce? How do you do so I'm like, it's really simple. I literally videotaped for like, I don't even know, 20 minutes, and I sent it to him, and I'm like, this is how you make red sauce. Please make it. It's so easy. So yeah, I
Oh,
love it.
yeah, I grow my own tomatoes and I put boxes of wine
Hmm.
boxes. So I just do starters and I use them and then I move them to the
Yes.
whatever we have here because
Hmm.
my dogs don't eat it.
Yeah.
But I have starters, and actually they do pretty good.
Texas is actually phenomenal for growing some things. So I'm really really, I was almost shocked at the same. I've been here since 2009, and I just thought it was too hot to grow anything. And then I have my small little garden area back here in my backyard, and everything that's in there flourishes. So it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
Yes, ma'am. Well, thank you so much again. Cheers to the weekend. Thank you for coming on. And for everybody else out there, just know that Miss Lisa over here is having a part 2 coming up for her new adventure. And we'll definitely have to tune in and catch up with her at that point in time. So thank you so much.
Paella, or maybe come to
Oh,
my
yeah.
cook it together.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. We can definitely do that. Definitely do that.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, always, always. And for everybody else, we'll see you next weekend. We'll see you next Friday. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.